Hello again. Now we're going to move on to number 353, the Shado 2 mobile. This, of course, featured in UFO, Gerry Anderson's, or Sylvia Anderson's production, live-action production from about 1971. But UFOs arrived, come to Earth to steal our organs. Fighting them, of course, was Supreme Headquarters Alien Defense Organization. Yes, the one with the ladies in the silver suits, silver space suits and the purple hair. That's the one that everybody remembers. So, nonetheless, they what have I got to do with anything? Right, I get distracted by thoughts of Gabrielle Drake. Now, okay, Shado 2 mobile. Dinky did three vehicles. Ed Straker's car, the UFO Interceptor, and this, which I think is a really good one. It's an absolute classic, I think, the Shado 2 mobile. And what you're looking at is actually the one that I had as a kid. I haven't bought this one. I've actually had this since, I don't know, about 1978, 79, and I was very young. So I'm quite surprised it's actually not in bad condition. The Shado Mobiles produced first in 1971 and ran for a whole 9 years, right up until Dinky's closure, and in the very until December 1979. So it was sort of deleted. So it was the last ones for sale around about 1980 in the shops to sell off the remaining stock. Went through quite a few variations over the years. I won't go through them all because there are so many. If you really want to know what they are, they're all available online on dinkytvspace.com. So dinkytvspace.com. Have a look at that website and it will tell you about all the different variations over the years. Very basically, the very first ones had a flat roof and a red interior. My one's had a much later one, as you can see from the type of box. It didn't have that. It's got other colours instead. So let's have a look. Now, this is the box, the original box that it came in. Here we have the mobile instructions, because you could flip the lid over, as you will see in a minute or two. And come on, focus, please. Focus and reveal the rocket. Doesn't want to focus, does it? Oh, typical. Come on. No, doesn't want to know. Doesn't want to know. Well, you'll see it in a second anyway, not to worry. And the front there is a picture of the mobile on the moon for some reason. Though I never went to the moon. It always stayed on Earth. Always seemed to end up trundling through a forest somewhere. Nowhere else. Oh, look at that. Look. God, that's the original price label. Ludlow's Toy Shop in Dover. £3.49. Gosh, I wonder what that would be now. About 15 quid or something. On the back, here we have, look, UFO Invasion, advertising the Interceptor. Soaring through space, Shado Interceptors blast a UFO from the heavens. As long as they only came in threes. Here we are, right. Okay. So red on one side, blue on the other. Now let's have a look. I've got to be quite careful with this because, as I said, it is my original one and it is the original box. So let's pull it out very gently. Okay, this version came in polystyrene. I'm going to take that out in 2 bits. Yeah, look, I can't explain this. Look, I was about 9 or 10 years old. Maybe even my dear departed sister did that. Shado 2 mobile. I wish I hadn't done that. Ask me why I did it. I don't know. I was about 10 years old. Done. Right, put that away. Whoops. Mobile phone. So, here it is. Now, Shado 2, of course there were 3, well actually 4 in total, Shado number 1, 2 and 3, and a control unit which had a radar on top of it. So actually sort of 4 of these trundling vehicles. I really like them because I think they look really quite realistic. So crossing a tank and a lorry. You can imagine it trundling through the woodland, can't you, towards you. There's a little radar dish at the top. Now the tracks, it really could look. So it's a bit dark, but you get the idea. So yeah, great chunk of weight that is. Massive, great heavy toy this is. Now, as I'm sure you all know, inside their roof there is a hidden missile that will come out. So what you do is you turn the radar like that and bip, there it is. There's our missile. You can then lock it, put that back into position, and you can turn it. And you can even elevate it as well. I believe this still works. Let me just fire it and see what happens. Yay! Of course, I never fired that at my sister, did I? No, of course I didn't. I remember I used to build houses of cards, big card house pyramids of them, and then use these missiles to destroy them slowly. Yeah, look, I was 10, all right, so don't hold it against me. So it's really nice. Really, really nice. Variations consist of inside. I think the earliest ones, I remember rightly, had red plastic inside. You also get them with brown wheels. You get them with, some of the early ones, I think, had a red interior of the roof there, not green like mine. Red interior. I think there were paler roofs as well. The last ones to come out were a sort of a metallic blue, in Dinky's classic tradition of producing things in the wrong colour. So yeah, metallic blue colour. They came in 3 different types of boxes. What you're looking at now is the 3rd type of box. They came in the old cardboard yellow boxes, blue and yellow boxes, and later on came in the bubble pack. But I don't have any of those to actually show you, but I'll see if I can find a couple of images to bung on the end of this video. So there we are. Of course, in the series, they didn't actually have a rocket on top. What they actually had was, let's put it back. Actually had a mortar popped up there and a machine gun, a little small turret popped up. It was used in one episode to engage a UFO that was in a lake. So, a bit of a classic scene, that one. Lots of wonderful special effects. So yeah, I like it. Big, heavy, trundling machine, and quite convincing, really, for an Anderson vehicle. You know, you can almost imagine it actually being built, unlike some of the more fantastical ones. Yeah, there you go. Right, okay, I can't think of anything else to say for that one, so thank you very much for watching, and I'll be back with a couple more very soon, if anybody wants to see them. Bye-bye.